Hi, my name is Claude Sharon. I am the Director of Education and Professional Development for the Conrad Foundation. CDM Module 13, Conrad Innovation Summit Tips. The best place to get started is the 2018-2019 Conrad Challenge Team Handbook. This handbook outlines all the needed information, what to expect, everything for preparing team presentations, what you'll be evaluated on, and more important information, such as submitting the actual presentation. It's an immense amount of information, and I thoroughly suggest looking at it closely. In regards to presenting and being prepared and best tips on presentation, my strong recommendation is have authentic work. For example, in this image here, you'll see a water system working as intended for a different country. Understanding how something visually looks is important. In this image, you actually see a team demonstrating how it would work. In addition, testing. If you're able to test firsthand and prove the claims, that's one of the best routes. Quantitative and qualitative data is always a good way to prove your claims. In this situation, the team had to prove that the water system would actually filter all the bacteria and viruses present in the water. So they're able to do that. Now I'd like to take you through an example of that process. Here we're actually seeing a team, EcoCooker, back in 2015. And in this case, this project, the individual, Jonathan, is presenting and identifying the problem. And in this case, the problem is deforestation and the inability to acquire a sustainable clean energy source. So being able to explain and identify the problem in a very visual way is a good way to go. Second, one of the suggestions was, can we use methane as a way to sustain the energy? So you can state it and you can do the research, or you can actually do an experiment to prove that methane produces usable gas for cooking. So here's an example of how manure can be turned into methane for gas. So Eric is actually going through the functionality and the constraints that needed to happen to prove, can we go from manure to a usable cooking gas? So being able to answer things like durability and so on and so forth. Raul here is explaining the visualization of what the best solution would be. And in this case, you're taking manure, going through a tank that would be spinning. And again, this is a 3D rendering, and this is another strong recommendation. Anytime you're able to show a group of what you're saying, it's always an important thing. Andrew is actually showing the actual proof of concept. An expert is actually giving suggestions on what to be careful with so there's no accidents. And then we conclude the presentation with Laura Vargas. Laura Vargas was the business and the marketable aspects to it. It's important to understand that all of this is connected. The way a team goes about going through the presentation is really up to the team. However, visualizations and being able to go through the process in a way where others understand the main mission. And this is an example of a team coming together and really restating the mission and why they thought it was so important. And I would strongly recommend that prior to Summit that you identify the main mission, because it's a good chance that you'll be asked that. Other than the presentation, the experience of seeing others present, being able to experience NASA at its best, being able to share with other teams around the world what you've done is something that honestly is undescribable. You have to experience it. You are going to have the time of your life. Enjoy the experience, be prepared, and always, always share with others. The best part of the summit is really the people you meet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing everybody at the summit. Thank you.